The Thornton-McFerrin Coaching Academy proudly presents the 3-Minute Drill. This is a podcast that will bring you individuals from a variety of athletic experiences. We've asked them to provide 3 minutes of their thoughts or advice on what is important for coaches and successful teams. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoy today's episode.
Howdy. My name's Mike Thornton. I am the acting director of the Thornton-McFerrin Coaching Academy here at Texas A&M University. Today we're going to talk to you briefly about the importance of cultivating relationships. We often talk about networking being a critical component of what you do to accelerate your career or to maintain where you are in your career. But networks are very important that we must treat them like you might treat your garden. Like I can plant some corn, but if I don't cultivate, fertilize, water, grow, prune those relationships, or that particular plant tends to die off. Relationships are important, but it's really critical that we cultivate those important relationships. As a young coach, what are the relationships that matter? Obviously, the relationships between you and your head coach, between you and the other members of your coaching staffs matter, but also consider it's critical that you maintain the relationship between you and your principal, you and your teaching coordinators, and developing those relationships that matter between you and your students, you and your student athletes. Relationships with parents are always going to take place, but making sure we prioritize how we're going to handle and what are the guidelines that we place on those relationships are critical. And in today's world, it's critical, it's important that our students understand the meaning of relationships. So that as we say we're having relationships with our students and our student athletes, how do we quantify that? What does that look like? And what are the boundaries that we set on how we engage in and involve in those particular relationships? And just as a side note, let me share with you a few things. Develop a relationship with your custodial staff. Develop relationships with your secretarial staff. Develop relationships with your cafeteria staff. As a young coach, those relationships can help make your life much easier and provide you access and information that you otherwise would not have. It's not about what you know. It's not about who you know. Most importantly, it's about who knows you. That only happens when I intentionally involve and engage myself in cultivating positive relationships.
For more information on the Thornton-McFerrin Coaching Academy, please visit our website, coachingacademy.tamu.edu, or find us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at the Thornton-McFerrin Coaching Academy or at Aggie Coaches. A big thanks to Dorothy McFerrin and her family for their support. Stay tuned for our next episode of the 3-Minute Drill.